May 18th, 2026 meeting of the Lake Zurich Village Board. Kathleen, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Poynton,
Here.
Trustee Baradwaj,
Here.
Trustee Marks.
Here.
Trustee Riley.
Here.
Trustee Shagru.
Here.
Trustee Wider.
Present.
Trustee Spacone is absent and excused.
Okay, thank you. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Okay, next on the agenda is public comment. And it appears we don't have anybody signed in for public comment, so I'll give,
Sorry, I didn't know I had to sign in for a public comment.
okay, well then, hold on for a second. I will give you an opportunity to sign in and speak at public comment.
Okay, where can
Right there. Sign in with your name and address, please.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Hello, I'm here to, my name is Rick Glasser. I'm a lifelong resident of Lake Zurich, and I don't have anything to comment about what's on the current agenda, but I would like to bring up an issue that is propping up in communities across the U.S. and especially more locally here. This would be the flock cameras that our local police departments and city governments are implementing across the country. Killdeer recently in their public minutes, the chief of police there talked about how they had plans to implement this system there. And I think it's a relevant issue for this body as well, in case that issue ever comes up. So in case you didn't know, Flock Safety or any of these companies who sell this technology employ automatic license plate readers to record and store information, such as location, vehicle make and model, date and time, license plate numbers, as well as any physical description of the vehicle 24/7. This information is stored indefinitely unless local legislation determines otherwise, and authorized users can then use the information collected by these cameras to search for anyone who happened to be filmed, including youths and children. The dangers here include data storage, the filming of minors, and the misidentification and prosecution of innocent citizens due to generalized and vague search prompts. Comments in that Killdeer public meeting were made that said that these cameras would promote crime protection. However, independent research shows that the effects of these technologies are negligible at best in the communities where they're employed. And although the system could be considered cost-saving, as it could save man-hours in data and investigation, data collection and investigations, it also carries the risk of being heavily relied upon by law enforcement, and by offering shortcuts that circumvent human expertise. Several high-profile cases in the news recently have highlighted the loss of liberty and also highlighted the financial ruin experienced by innocent citizens when law enforcement chose AI over good old-fashioned police work. The main concern with these cameras is that these companies and local police departments do not have the capability to protect people's data information or even their own. Flock and these and other companies in this industry have had multiple data breaches that harm both the privacy of individuals as well as their safety and security. In addition, Flock does not adequately protect authorized user data, which is shown by multiple reports of foreign powers and foreign hacking forums having access to these login information for authorized users. The potential for abuse by authorized and unauthorized users is extremely high because these cameras can be placed in such ways that threaten vulnerable populations such as children and some other populations like that. I appreciate your time this evening. That's all I really have. Just before the meeting, I sent an email to the Village Board collective email address with a bunch of links that kind of highlight what I talked about here, as well as some other risks and dangers that this technology can inflict on communities. So I appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Anybody else? One more chance? Okay, then I will close public comment for tonight, and we will move on to the president's report. First off, we have two proclamations. The first one is a proclamation for Memorial Day. This proclamation designates May 25th as Memorial Day in the Village of Lake Zurich, and it urges all citizens to honor those who have lost their lives in the service to the United States of America. The second proclamation designates the week of May 16th to May 26th as National Safe Boating Week and urges all residents to join in practicing safe boating habits and to wear a life jacket at all times while boating. The full text of these proclamations can be found at the village website. The next item on the President's report is the Fire Department Oath of Office ceremonies, and I'll be up at the podium with Fire Chief Dave Pilgard, who will tell us a little bit about our new fire people, and I'll swear them in.
Thank you, Mayor Poyton.
Welcome.
Good evening, Board. This evening, we are going to swear in and welcome to the Lake Zurich community our newest 3 members of the department. Our new, number 1 for us this evening out of 3, the first person would be Ryan Day. Ryan, could you come up here, please? Ryan graduated high school from Antioch Community High School. He worked part-time at the Antioch Fire Protection District. He's a state certified paramedic. He holds his basic operations firefighter, fire apparatus engineer, and hazardous materials operation. He earned his associate's degree in fire science technology from the College of Lake County, and he enjoys the outdoors. He's refurbing or rehashing a boat right now, and he enjoys riding his dirt bike and tearing it up, I guess. All right. So, Mr. Mayor, I will hand off to you his oath of office.
Okay.
And this one here is for Ryan.
Okay. Raise your right hand. I, Ryan Day,
I, Ryan Day,
having been duly appointed to the position of firefighter paramedic
have been duly appointed to the position of firefighter paramedic
in the Village of Lake Zurich,
in the Village of Lake Zurich,
in the County of Lake,
in the County of Lake,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of firefighter paramedic to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of a firefighter paramedic to the best of my abilities.
Ryan's father, Jim Day, will be putting his badge on him this evening. Mr. Day, could you come up? Firefighter Paramedic Joseph Egan, could you please come up? Face the audience. There we go. Thank you. All right. Joseph graduated from Willowbrook High School, and he comes to us from the Westmont Fire Department, where he worked part-time. He served 5 years in the United States Coast Guard, where he completed his EMT training. Since then, he's completed his State of Illinois paramedic training and his basic operations firefighter training. He holds an associate's degree in emergency medical services from the College of DuPage, and he likes to snowboard, so we may be talking about going out west and skiing, so just FYI. Mr. Mayor, oaths of office.
They put these together because we're not bright enough to remember it all. All right, Joseph, raise your right hand. I, Joseph Egan,
I, Joseph Egan,
having been duly appointed to the position of firefighter paramedic
having been duly appointed to the position of firefighter paramedic
in the village of Lake Zurich in the county of Lake,
in the village of Lake Zurich in the county of Lake,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of firefighter paramedic to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of firefighter paramedic to the best of my ability.
Joseph's father, Patrick Egan, will be pinning his badge on him this evening. Mr. Egan, I present to you Joseph's badge. Please pin it on him and have him wear it in pride. Thank you.
Yeah, but, I knew that was coming. Let's see the back of our heads in the camera. Yeah, exactly. I don't need to see that. Yeah, I don't need to see that either. Blended, cuts off the ears, both in there. Good job. Welcome aboard.
Firefighter paramedic Justin Ganens, please come up. Justin graduated from Burlington Central High School. He worked part-time for the Hampshire and Burlington Community Fire Protection Districts. He's a state-certified paramedic, has his basic operations firefighter, and just this weekend, he graduated from Elgin Community College, earning his associate's degree in fire science. He's a hockey player, baseball player, and into the outdoors also. His mother, hang on, got to get him sworn in first before he gets pinned. Sorry about that. All right, Mr. Mayor, for you.
Is Kelly gone already? John Kelly gone. Thank you, sir.
Raise your right hand.
All right.
I, Justin Jimenez.
Janens.
He told me that it was a soft G, so I screwed it up right off the bat.
It's all good, no worries. I, Justin Janens,
Jimenez. Having been duly appointed to the position of firefighter paramedic
having been duly appointed to the position of firefighter paramedic
in the village of Lake Zurich in the county of Lake,
in the village of Lake Zurich in the county of Lake,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of firefighter paramedic to the best of my ability.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of a firefighter paramedic to the best of my abilities. Thank you, sir.
Justin's mother, Tara Janens, will be pinning his badge on him this evening. That's good.
Welcome aboard. Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you gonna take any pictures of the three of them together, or did you do that already?
If any of you need quick pictures, go right ahead and take care of them. And the deputy chief, can you grab a couple to assist? Yep. Thank you.
Tall guy in the middle.
Okay, well, you guys are joining a pretty terrific fire department. I hope they give you some good advice and keep you going. And thanks for being here. Thank you. You don't have to all leave. You can stay and listen to us. Okay, that's the end of the president's report. We'll move on to the consent agenda. The consent agenda titles will be read by the village clerk and approved by a single roll call vote. Any item may be pulled from the consent agenda for discussion, comment, or separate vote by any member of the board. Clerk Johnson, would you please read the titles?
6A, approval of minutes from the village board meeting of May 4th, 2026. 6B, approval of executive session minutes from the meeting of April 6th, 2026. 6C, approval of the semi-monthly warrant register dated May 13th, 2026, totaling $530,133.33. 6D, village manager performance bonus. 6E, approval of an ordinance amending the Swalco intergovernmental agreement, assigned ordinance number 2026-05-662.
Okay, thank you. Are there any board questions, or is discussion desired on any item, or would anyone like to have any item pulled for a separate vote? Nothing on the left? Anybody on the right? Okay, then, may I have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as presented?
So moved, Whiter.
And a second, please?
Second, Marks.
Kathleen, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Baradwaj?
Aye.
Trustee Marks?
Aye.
Trustee Riley?
Aye.
Trustee Shagru?
Aye.
Trustee Wider?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. The consent agenda passes. We move on to new business, 7A, the first item, approval of an agreement with Easy Fiber. Trustee Wider is filling in for Trustee Spicone.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Easy Fiber Texas LLC is seeking approval to build a village-wide fiber optic network to offer broadband services to the community. Easy Fiber is a competitive local exchange carrier and is entitled to use the village's right-of-way, which will be subject to a licensing agreement with the village. Easy Fiber will pay all fees associated with permits for their multi-year phase-out or phased build-out, which will start on the west side of Lake Zurich and work eastward. Easy Fiber will provide 45, 30, and 3-day notices to residents near construction areas, carrying liability insurance, and provide a letter of credit for 110% of the value of the improvements to be restored after completing their installation.
I guess this is Michael?
It is,
Dubner.
yes. Thank you. Good evening. I have the pleasure of introducing Mr. Alan Roth this evening. He is representing Easy Fiber. We've had a number of good discussions with them, and I also want to thank Attorney Euler in helping us craft an agreement between the village and Easy Fiber for right-of-way. And I'm going to turn this over to Alan to introduce Easy Fiber to you.
Thank you, Michael. Mayor, honorable members of the board, my name is Alan Roth. I'm a director with Government Affairs at Easy Fiber. Firstly, thank you for your time this evening and give me the opportunity to speak here with you. Our goal with this project is to give the community a new option for internet service. We're going to come in, we're going to build, operate, and maintain a 100% fiber optic network that's going to give residents and businesses within the community that call it home a new option for internet services. And that's 100% fiber optic. That's internet that's built for the future and the technology that runs it. I'm here today to be a good partner in the community and answer any questions that you may have about the project or this technology.
Okay, well, thank you for coming tonight, Alan. Anybody on the board have any questions with regard to Easy Fiber? I think.
Yeah, I'll just ask some general questions. So obviously, out of Texas, have you been in Illinois, or is this the first time exploring, or have you been in other towns?
Yeah, so we're in a number of communities right now currently building. We're currently in have agreements in over 50 communities throughout the entire Illinois, and we're currently constructing and operating in about 5 of those communities.
When do you anticipate fully being up and operational once you kind of start in Lake Zurich?
Yeah, so appreciate the question. So it's a bit of a process. This is phase 1 of that. After we get this approved tonight, we'll be reaching out to the public works and engineering teams, and we'll be requesting your GIS database systems. Basically shows your city facilities. What we'll do is we'll work on low-level engineering designs, and that's going to basically incorporate your village facilities into our design, making sure everything blends well and we're not encroaching on your current facilities or any current projects. From there, we'll file our first permit. Once our first permit is done, we'll send out communications to that area. We'll build it, and we'll start to turn up services. Those residents within that first area will be able to get services within 60 to 90 days after that.
And I assume it's contractual rates and stuff like that. Basically, only internet services that you are providing, I assume, at a higher speed and pace as AI is taking over the world, correct?
Correct. So, and one correction there, they're not contractual rates. We offer price for life. So the price that you sign up for today will be the price that you continue to pay for the life of your time with us. We have 3 tiers, 2 gig, 5 gig, and 9 gig. We hope that you'll be our next customer, but we'll take you up on a challenge to put our pricing and services up against what you currently have.
That's good. Thank you.
Anybody?
Yeah, generally when a provider like this rolls into a community, there's like a sign up. Do you guys have a website built yet for people to, put their name down to express interest and kind of learn more about your company?
Yeah, definitely. They can go to easyfiber.com and find information there. Otherwise, you'll be receiving a number of communications as the services start to deploy in your area, in your specific neighborhood. You can reach out to any one of those numbers on there, whether it be the construction or actually the customer service helpline. They'll be able to help you out with any of those items.
All right, awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Anybody wants to know, it's EZEE fiber, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
Mayor, I have a
thank you.
question.
Yes.
Alan, are you designing this network to broadly serve the entire village, or are you targeting a high-density subdivisions or anything like that?
Our goal is to serve the entire village. To my understanding, there's another fiber provider that's currently in the area too as well. So our goal between us is complete saturation of the village.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? No? So I guess my question then is, not so much for you, Alan, but for Michael. We have I3 going in with fiber optic now, right?
Correct, yes.
And now we've got EZ fiber going in. The community has gone through the installation of I3, and now another fiber company is coming in to do the same thing.
That's correct. Again, I think in some respects, competition is good for the market.
So how many more of these can we expect? Because you got AT&T and Comcast. I don't know is Comcast fiber right now?
Depending on where you are, Comcast could be fiber. Depending on where you are, AT&T could be fiber. Most of AT&T is still copper-based. Comcast is still coax-based. And we actually asked that same question to both I3 Broadband and EZ Fiber. Is like, okay, are you number 1 and 2 of 18? Or essentially what it comes down to is that 2 is really the maximum as far as fiber providers. So we'll have a choice between 4 opportunities, being Comcast, which also then provides television services, AT&T, which also provides television services, and then you have the pure broadband providers, which is EZ Fiber and I3 Broadband. So I don't expect to have a third or a fourth to come forward.
Well, the third or the fourth fiber companies would be AT&T or Comcast, right?
Which are already in the village.
But not with fiber.
Correct, and it's their build out of what they want to do with it. You know, obviously they have a tremendous cost involved with maintaining their existing network and then slowly transitioning people to fiber. And I think, you know, AT&T and I'm not, let's just say some of the providers have struggled maintaining good connections in some of the neighborhoods. So we certainly welcome the opportunity of providing the residents with a choice of higher speeds and, you know, to take advantage of all of the things that are available on the internet, which consume a tremendous amount of bandwidth now.
So we've had I3 digging holes and running cable underground, just the same process with EZ Fiber as I3 used?
It is exactly the same process, yes.
How many more can we fit in the easement area?
If you ask Mr. Brown.
You said that this will be 2 of 4. There's nothing to stop us for having 20.
Yeah, I think at some point in time, it doesn't make any sense for them because the cost of building the infrastructure all of a sudden doesn't pay off. In my conversations, and correct me if I'm wrong, their model really is no more than 2. They're able to share that. They have different pricing plans, as Alan announced this evening. And, you know, everybody comes in at different tiers for how much speed there is. So again, I don't expect that we'll have a third or a fourth or a fifth, other than the existing providers transitioning from fiber to transitioning to fiber from their existing copper-based infrastructure.
So, Alan, you said price for life?
Correct.
So when you sign people up at whatever level there is, there'll be no further price increases?
Correct, that's the price. And not only that, it includes the equipment installation. That's all in price there that you see. No hidden costs or fees. We pride ourselves on having that transparent pricing. And to answer your point, is typically we say in the industry is 2 is competition, 3 is redundant. So typically, once you have that 2, there's competition. 3 is just typically redundant. So what Michael was saying is typically they can't get it past their business cases. So typically you won't see that.
So 4 would be redundant?
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Okay. That's all I have. Anybody else have anything? No? Okay. Then may I have a motion to approve a right-of-way agreement with Easy Fiber Texas LLC? I need a second, please. Or, I'm sorry, I need the motion, then the second.
So moved, Marks.
And a second?
Second, Bharadwaj.
Sue?
Yes.
Okay, Kathleen, would you call the roll?
Trustee Marks?
Aye.
Trustee Riley?
Aye.
Trustee Shagru?
Aye.
Trustee Wider?
Aye.
Trustee Bharadwaj?
Aye.
Okay. Motion passes.
Thank you. Appreciate your
Good
time.
luck.
Appreciate it.
I3 is doing a good job of not making a huge mess out there, so we're expecting the same from you.
Well, we'll do the same thing, if not better.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, next item, 7B, approval of collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Lake Zurich and the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 150. Trustee Riley.
Thank you, Mayor. So in summary, the village has been in negotiations for a successor collective bargaining agreement, CBA, with the International Union Operating Engineers, Local 150, which covers public work employees. The current contract expired on December 31st, 2025. In April 2026, MOE Local 150 members voted to accept a new 3-year contract, retroactive to January 1st, 2026, and ending December 31st, 2028. The contract includes wage adjustments of 3.5% in 2026, 2027, and 3% in 2028, which can increase to 3.5% to match increases that may be awarded through fire and police labor contracts. Employees will also receive a $40 monthly technology allowance to offset the cost of using personal cell phone for business purposes. The contract will clean up outdated health insurance language and progressive discipline.
Okay, thank you. Doug, this yours?
I'll take it. Not much more to add regarding that. We have a wonderful Public Works Department, so I believe this is an equitable contract that keeps us competitive in the market and look forward for years to come.
Okay. Anybody have any comments? Nope. Looks good. Okay. Then I need a motion and a second, please, to approve the collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Lake Zurich and the International Union of Operating Engineers, Local 150. Motion first, please.
So move, Shagru.
Shagru, and a second, please.
Second, Wider.
And Kathleen, please call the roll again.
Trustee Riley?
Aye.
Trustee Shagru?
Aye.
Trustee Wider?
Aye.
Trustee Bharadwaj?
Aye.
Trustee Marks?
Aye.
Okay, motion is passed. Next item is the awarding of a contract for the 2026 Utility Improvement Project. Trustee Riley.
Thank you again. In summary, the FY 26 budget includes funding for utility infrastructure improvements on South Old Rand Road, Griever Court, Tracy Drive, and the intersection of Route 12 and Route 22. The project includes replacement of approximately 2,400 feet of water main and 300 feet of sanitary sewer main to address the aging infrastructure, reoccurring maintenance issues, and operational deficiencies identified through ongoing system evaluations and maintenance activities. The South Old Rand Road improvements include replacement and upsizing of an existing undersized trunk water main to improve system reliability, water conveyance, and fire flow capacity. The improvements on Griever Court includes a replacement of aging water main infrastructure, valves, hydrants, and water services. The Tracy Drive sanitary improvements will address settlement and sagging conditions with the existing sewer main. The project also includes permanent sanitary structure adjustments at the intersection of Route 12 and Route 22 in coordination with IDOT requirements. Bids were opened up on April 22nd, 2026. 2 bids were received. Puritano Construction Company submitted the lowest responsive and responsible bid to the amount of $1,806,975, which was below the engineer's estimate of $2,156,546.33. The proposed total project budget includes construction, engineering, and a 20% contingency for the potential unknown utility conflicts, unsuitable soils, additional stabilization measures, and IDOT coordination requirements is $2,276,765.82.
Okay, Michael Brown.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm happy to say we've got competitive bids, or we received competitive bids on this project. It's again, the fruits of our labor of going out to bid early on in the season, as well as we have Puritano Construction back in town, and we've had some great success with them, so I'm happy to see them back. If approved tonight, we'll start the project here in June and take us through probably September-ish and wrap it up and get ahead of next year's road resurfacing program, which is South Oran.
Okay. Board comments? Anybody? Another chink in the infrastructure replacement? All good?
The cycle of life, as they say here.
Yeah, hopefully for a long time with all the new stuff that's going in, so. Okay, then, may I have a motion and a second to award a contract to Puritano Construction Company of Addison, Illinois, in the amount of $1,806,957 for the 2026 utility improvements project with a total project expenditure, including contingency, not to exceed $2,276,765.82.
So moved, Bharadwaj.
Sue?
Yes.
Okay, and a second, please.
Second, Shagru.
Kathleen, please call the roll.
Trustee Shagru,
Aye.
Trustee Wyder,
Aye.
Trustee Bradwaj,
Aye.
Trustee Marks.
Aye.
Trustee Riley.
Aye.
Okay, happy digging.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it for our new business. Moving on to trustee reports. Are there any trustee reports or stray comments tonight from anybody?
No stray comments.
Nope. Okay, staff reports. Are there any staff reports tonight from anybody? No? Chief, I'm gonna put you on the spot a little bit. Any comments on the flock camera, public comment?
We currently have a contract with Flock Safety. It's a variety, it would just be opinions at this point, but it's been a successful program. We have 6 flock cameras throughout the village on major thoroughfares entering and exiting the village, and they're used for a variety of investigative services that we use.
Okay, and you've had no issues with it? Any opinion on the commenters' comments?
Personal information is not part of that. It takes license plate readers. It reads the license plate on the car. It has nothing to do with the person driving it, the occupants of the vehicles, or any children involved. There have been in the media, you may have seen incidents where information was shared across state lines that had nothing to do with the flock. That was that individual's village that had different kind of criteria of how they shared their information. Ours is completely different than that. It's already been vetted by the deputy chiefs. And we use it in conjunction with a very welcome grant that we have from the Attorney General's office about retail theft prevention. And we report on that quarterly. That shows the amount of cases we've had that they've helped solve. There's a variety of high-profile cases throughout our region and nationally that have been assisted by flock camera technology.
Okay. Okey-doke, thank you, appreciate that. Okay, then, that's the end of our regular business for tonight. We will be adjourning to executive session for 5 ILCS 120/2C21, review of executive session minutes. 5 ILCS 120/2C11, probable or imminent litigation. 5 ILCS 120/2C6, setting the price for sale or lease of real property. And 5 ILCS 120/2C1, appointment, employment compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees. There will be no voting action or board business discussed after closed session. The adjournment of executive session will be the final adjournment and the end of the meeting. So may I have a motion and a second to adjourn tonight's regular meeting to executive session? Motion first, please.
So move, Shagru.
Roger, and a second.
Second, Riley.
Riley. Kathleen, please call the roll.
Trustee Wyder?
Aye.
Trustee Bradwash?
Aye.
Trustee Marks?
Aye.
Trustee Riley?
Aye.
Trustee Shagru?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. We are adjourned. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you on Monday, June